Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the United Star. I'm Prasham Kothari, and we're back with a preview of the game against Norwich. It is a very important fixture in the Premier League for Manchester United, and it is a chance to build some momentum in the league. As you all know, in the last few games, we've drawn against Chelsea, we've drawn against Young Boys, but we've got three victories against Villarreal, Arsenal, and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace one, of course, coming under Ralph Ragnick, our new manager, and he is off to a blistering start in press conferences. Let me first deal with that. Paul Pogba. He has absolutely rinsed Paul Pogba, and he's showing what it means to take control, to be very honest with you. He was asked, will Paul Pogba be convinced to sign a new contract? And he straight up said, when you play for a club like Manchester United, and if you aren't convinced in the medium term or the long term that you want to be here, there's no point in convincing that player because that player does not understand what privilege he has. He was asked why is Pogba recuperating in Dubai, and he said it that Paul Pogba going to Dubai is a wrong thing. Players who get injured should be recuperating in Manchester within the medical staff of Old Trafford, and from now on it will not be allowed that players go away and come back at their own time. And with these two statements, he's made it clear as to what it takes to have control and why the club is bigger than a single player, a manager, or anybody else. So I think that's a very good thing that he set the marker down. He sort of nipped the Pogba controversy in the bud and just essentially said the ball is in his court. He has to decide what happens next. Let's get down to some unfortunate COVID news. Dean Smith has come out and said that there might be 3 or 4 cases in Norwich's camp. Obviously, we're hoping that none of those players or staff members test positive. And we've already seen 3 Spurs games now have been postponed and cancelled. So we've already seen that COVID is sort of taking a little bit of a grip over the Premier League. And from that perspective as well, we really hope that the Norwich staff and players, 4 of them, I think, who were sort of possibly positive, do not test positive, and the Premier League goes on unaffected with fans in the stadium and also with everyone being healthy and safe. Talking about Dean Smith as well, I think Norwich have been very good against with when since Dean Smith has come in. They have seen this sort of upswing in results from a Norwich perspective. I mean, they did lose to Tottenham 3 goals to nothing, but they got their first wins against Brentford when Nigel Farke was sacked. But then they won against Southampton, picked up a couple of good draws against Wolves and Newcastle, but then eventually pulled up lame against a very good Tottenham team that obviously is being led by Antonio Conte. But what I expect is actually I do expect them to give us a goal, to be honest, because that's the brand of football Dean Smith plays, and that is what you have to expect from his teams. We've seen it with Aston Villa, even when they were not very good, when they survived relegation because of that one particular goal, so to speak, of Dean Henderson. So that sort of the technology, goal line technology wasn't working, and they survived because of that. Even in that season, they were going for it, attacking, intense team. So I think I am expecting a very intense performance from them and a fairly attacking performance as well. And I think one thing that's sort of clear with Norwich City is that they've got a good goal scorer. Timo Pukki is someone whom you can rely on to put those sort of goals in. And this is something we need to watch out for as Manchester United. We have been prone to conceding a few goals this season, and we need to really sort of think about how we can keep that clean sheet. We managed it against Crystal Palace, but putting up 2 clean sheets in a row will really give this team a big boost. I think their 2 fullbacks are very good. I don't know if Brandon Williams will play. I'm not quite sure whether we've had an agreement as to whether he can play against us or not. But Max Aarons, of course, is very good. Ido, if that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if it's not. Ido is fantastic as well. They've got Billy Gilmore. They've got Timo Pukki, like I said before. So they have a pretty good team, and it's not like it's a threatless or a toothless team, and it's not like it's the manager as well is just going to sit back. So we need to be careful. But having said all of that, Manchester United is far superior. Over the weekend, of course, in the week sort of we saw in the Champions League game against Young Boys, 6 academy players played, and we yet got a draw against the Young Boys team. And more than that, obviously everyone got a rest apart from Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which is what I want to talk about as well because Luke Shaw played 60 minutes in that game, which is a positive sign for us. I have to say positive, definitely positive, because um, that means that he's sort of closer to fitness as well. So Luke Shaw will obviously provide a good sort of avenue on that left hand side, and I think he will slot back straight back into the lineup. That is for sure. I think he's a fantastic player, and if he's fit, I think he will be because he played 60 minutes, was taken off in a sense sort of to build his match fitness. Got the assist as well for the Mason Greenwood goal. So Luke Shaw will straight away make into the side. So there's a positive sign there. But Van Bissaka sort of limped off, was taken off as well towards the end of the game there. So I'm not quite sure as to his level of fitness, but hats off to Diego Dallo. I think he's been quite phenomenal in that right back position for the limited time that he's served there. He's looked good, especially in that Arsenal game. I think he looked quite good defensively and offensively. So you never know. Diego Dallo may be sort of giving Wan Bissaka some much needed competition and rest at that right back position. Wan Bissaka has been sort of relentlessly playing in that sort of role. So I'm just going to lay out my starting 11. I think it's going to be a very strong starting 11. I think it'll be the same side that took field against Crystal Palace, except Alex Telles and Luke Shaw will sort of swap around. So I think it'll be David De Gea in goal, Diego Dallo at right back, Lindelof and Maguire in the middle centre backs. Left back will be Luke Shaw, like I said. I think Alex Telles will make way. McFred will be the two pivots. Sancho has been having a good run, and I think it will continue. Bruno Fernandes is coming back to sort of his original self, I feel. I think he's been very good as well. Even though he's not scored the goals, I think he's really dictated play for us this season. And the statistics don't show it because we were not scoring many goals ourselves as a team, but I think he was doing well. And then, of course, Marcus Rashford. I absolutely love Marcus Rashford, and Cristiano Ronaldo will be up front. I think it will be an intense game, like I said, but I'm hoping as well that we can keep a clean sheet. That is, I think, should be the primary sort of responsibility. And Ragnick has also sort of alluded to the fact that there should be a clean sheet and there should be more order to the football. And that's why I think we'll focus on that clean sheet and build from there. And I'm expecting a clean sheet. I'm expecting a 3-0 victory. Cristiano Ronaldo to get a brace. He has to get the numbers to get close to Mo Salah, at least in the Golden Boot race. So him to get a brace and Bruno Fernandes as well to get another goal. The Portuguese connection coming alive against Norwich is what I feel. So this is what I think about the game. High intensity, high octane, many chances. We score three, they score nothing. Hopefully the game happens. Paul Pogba has been told off by Ragnick, and we have a manager who's taking charge, who's implementing some organization, and I'm expecting us to play very good football come the game against Norwich. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.